Hello guys, gals, and people who enjoy Legos, welcome back to the Thinking Space channel. Today I wanted to talk about the recent bricks and minifigs situation, just give my whole input on this, because it is a very interesting and pretty sad situation, to be honest, and bricks and minifigs is just pure evil. So let's just get into it. So if you don't know about it already, basically bricks and minifigs is this big corporation that resells Legos. And recently they did a consignment deal. I have no idea who they did it with, but some dude's son, I think the guy's son, his name was Ryan. He basically did this consignment deal with Bricks and Minifigs to sell those Legos because Ryan's father is pretty ill, and so they're trying to get him better. And so basically, Bricks and Minifigs, well, the original owners that they did a consignment deal with were like, all right, well, we're actually moving soon, so what we're going to do is we're going to pass ownership down to these people. They'll help you with your consignment deal, but, goodbye. And so they were like, all right, that makes sense. They did a consignment deal, they signed a contract and everything. And the new owners just did nothing. They were showing off the stuff. They had the stuff like in their possession. They were selling it, and they didn't pay a dime to Ryan or his father. So obviously that's pretty bad. It's not nice. But recently, a YouTuber decided he was going to get involved to try and help Ryan because he's a pretty nice guy. And that guy's name is Reckless Ben, and I'll link his channel in the description of this video. But Reckless Ben has been doing this ongoing. Well, he was doing an investigation, and he even got into a lawsuit, and probably is going to get into another lawsuit with the current owners of that Bricks and Minifig store. But what's been happening recently is that the corrupt police department over in Fork, Utah, I think is the town, is Fork, Utah. I'm not sure. Basically, they're super corrupt, and they're just trying to help the owners at all costs and keep them from getting in any trouble with the law. And they're even stopping Reckless Ben, who I'm just gonna call Ben from now on, from serving more lawsuit papers because he sued them for the consignment deal. Bricks and Minifigs lost and then refused to pay any of the money anyways. And so Reckless Ben is going to sue him for that again. Sue him again. And looks like they don't want that. And they don't have anything to do. They don't even want to be responsible for anything at all. So that's the whole situation. And recently, there was a request from Bricks and Minifigs to take down Reckless Ben's Patreon page to stop him from making money, and I'm pretty sure what they're just trying to do is they're just trying to keep him from making any money or doing anything, because they'll think, oh, well, if he stops making money, this will cost him a lot, and he'll probably just stop, which he won't. But, so that's the whole situation right now, and Reckless Ben is currently, I think, in Mexico right now. He's trying to not get arrested for, I think, the second or third time from the Fork Police Department. Because and what happened recently is Reckless Ben just uploaded, as I'm recording this, which is at 2 in the afternoon, I think a few hours ago, Reckless Ben uploaded a video where he talked about how somebody actually hacked into the police department's body cam footage database, and they got all the unredacted footage, body cam footage, because what was happening is the Fork Police Department was redacting a lot of it to keep people from knowing what was going on, right? Because basically when you watch the unredacted footage, they're plotting against Ben. They're trying to do anything they can to be like, all right, well, we really have no way of arresting him. Let's figure out how we can legally put him in jail. And they even invaded his house because the guys who run the Bricks and Minifig store have been telling a lot of lies about him. And recently what they've been doing is, what they did was that they reported that Ben actually had all the stuff. he stole all of it, and so they it got a raid of Ben's house or whatever in Fork, and they raided it, and they think they dislocated Ben's shoulder or something, which is kind of not good. So that's what's been going on, and I just want to give my input on the whole situation, because I think it's actually pretty ridiculous, and I think it's super evil that the guys who were running Bricks and Minifigs would do that to somebody. They're just trying to get money for this dude's health, and this is like his life collection, I think worth like $200,000 of Legos, and that's low-key just evil, to be honest. And I mean, it's just kind of ridiculous how much they're doing to keep Ben and keep Ryan from getting any money or doing anything. And I mean, this is affecting like all of Bricks and Minifigs, not even just that store in Fork, because I think I'm not sure exactly the whole structure of Bricks and Minifigs. I think it's like a chain or something, like not like a restaurant chain, but it's like a store that's everywhere, because there are other Bricks and Minifigs stores, and I'm pretty sure this is impacting their sales. So it's not only is this affecting Ryan, Ben, and the Fork Police, because the Fork Police, they're getting exposed right now. They're not having a fun time with this either. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised when this all blows over, which this is definitely going to go into Ben's side. This is definitely not, Fork ain't winning this one. I'm pretty sure the police are going to lose their job, because there is no way they recover from this, especially when all the unredacted footage came out, because it's like, it's insanely corrupt. And that is pretty scary to think that those are the people who are serving and quote-unquote protecting Fork, when all they're doing is, it's blatant corruption. It is so bad. So, yeah. And, man, it's pretty wild what Bricks and Minifigs is doing, and it's pretty evil. And even Patreon, I don't know if I already mentioned this, Patreon got involved, and so what's probably going to happen, I think Bricks and Minifigs is suing Patreon as well, and I think the founder and CEO of Patreon right now responded in a video saying, like, yeah, I'm not taking down his shit because you're retarded. So that's the whole situation there with Patreon. And now that I think about it, I think Bricks and Minifigs might just like all be evil, because Bricks and Minifigs themselves, it wasn't even just a Fork one. The company itself, Bricks and Minifigs, sued Patreon. So yeah. Anyways, that's really all I have to say about it. It's just pretty wild and really just insanely sad that this is what we've come to, and that such a big corporation. I mean, like, there's corruption everywhere, but this is so blatant and so, like, just genuinely abhorrent. It is actually insane. And so that's what I just want to say. And also very scary that the people who are meant to be protecting and serving our country, more specifically Utah, more specifically Fork, Utah. By the way, I still have no idea if I'm saying it right. I don't know if Fork is like the town or the county or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying Fork, Utah, and I just sound like a retard or something. So fact check me on that. But yeah, it's pretty sad and scary that those are the people who are meant to be protecting, you guys in Utah, and they are blatantly corrupt and doing everything they can to keep Bricks and Minifigs from being responsible. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. We're coming up on 1 year of YouTube. Thank you guys so much for the support, even though I'm still a pretty niche channel. Anyways, thank you guys. Bye.